April 26, 2026. London didn't just witness a marathon. It witnessed a seismic shift in athletics history. While the world was still processing Sabastian Sawe's new world record, a man just 11 seconds behind was rewriting the laws of logic. His name, Yomif Kejelcha. At just 28 years old, in his very first official marathon, he did what legends took decades to attempt: break the 2-hour barrier. Today, Kejelcha is the only human on the planet who can say he has never run a marathon above that legendary wall. Is he a track prodigy, the king of the half marathon, or the future ruler of the 42 kilometers? In this video, we break down the career of the athlete who turned the extraordinary into his debut standard. To understand how Kejelcha shattered the clock in London, we need to go back to the track. Yomif wasn't born a marathoner. He was born a projectile. At just 16, he was already a world junior champion in the 3,000 meters. Shortly after, he was dominating the 5,000. His long, fluid stride became his signature. But in 2019, he did something unheard of for a long-distance runner. On a track in Boston, he stopped the clock at 3:47 for the mile. To this day, it remains the short track world record. That top-end speed, the ability to sustain suffocating pace indoors, became the foundation of his current success. For years, he was the eternal contender in the 10,000 meters, collecting world silvers and brushing against Olympic glory. But the track was becoming too small for him. The question in athletics circles was simple: what happens if you take that mile speed to the roads? Before his assault on London, Kejelcha decided the roads would be his new playground. In February 2025, in Castellón, he delivered something from another planet. 26:31 in a road 10K, just 7 seconds off the world record. Second fastest man in history. He was sending a message. His endurance was now as lethal as his speed. But his connection with Spain started earlier. In October 2024, at the Valencia Half Marathon, under the rain, he made history. 57:30, world record. A display of raw power and relentless rhythm that proved one thing: the half marathon no longer held secrets for him. And what about his finishing speed? In April 2025, at the Adi Road to Records event in Herzegovina, he ran 12:54 for 5K. Not only did he win, he posted the third fastest time in the world that year. Whether the race lasted 12 minutes or 1 hour, he could run at record pace. Then came the day. London, April 26, 2026. The most anticipated marathon debut in modern history. Yomif Kejelcha wasn't there to test the distance. He was there to challenge the boundary between humans and myths. The 2-hour barrier. From the gun, the pace was suicidal. True to his track DNA, Kejelcha stayed glued to Sabastian Sawe. For 41 kilometers, the world held its breath. They weren't just racing for victory. They were racing against the most famous clock in sport. History shattered on them all. Sawe took the crown and the world record with 1 hour 59 minutes and 30 seconds. But Yomif Kejelcha crossed in 1 hour 59 minutes and 41 seconds. In his first competitive marathon, he became the second man in history to break 2 hours under official conditions. The fastest debut ever. And today, Kejelcha holds a record no one else has. He is the only human who has never finished a marathon above 2 hours. The man who jumped from track to road. To prove that for him, the impossible is just a warm-up. After London, the question is no longer whether Kejelcha can win a marathon. The real question is, how far can he push the human limit? At just 28, he's entering his prime with a unique advantage: the finishing speed of a miler and the endurance of a half-marathon world record holder. His future points in one direction: the marathon world record. If, in his absolute debut, without ever facing the infamous wall at kilometer 35, he could run 1 hour 59 minutes and 41 seconds. What happens when he learns to manage the race tactically? Many experts agree. Kejelcha has the legs to bring the marathon crown back to Ethiopia. Some are already comparing him to Bekele or Gebrselassie. names reserved only for those destined for immortality. Maybe Yomif Kejelcha is the one meant to push the human limit toward the ultimate frontier, 158. Athletics has changed. The era of track runners moving up just to fade away is over. Yomif Kejelcha leads a new generation. A generation that runs marathons at sprint speeds. London was just the warning. The best is yet to come. And now it's your turn. Do you think Kejelcha will be the man to break 159 in an official race? Let me know in the comments. And subscribe if you don't want to miss the fastest era in history. See you in the next video.